Hey, welcome to my channel. So this is gonna be a makeup tutorial, basically everyday wear, just your daily face that you want to go out, and nothing too over the top, nothing too hard. So right now I'm just showing you the products that I use on my face as far as to cleanse my face and to moisturize my face. And make sure when you moisturize, you always pull your skin up, because when you drag your skin down, it makes your skin droopier at an early age. So you always want to keep that motion of pulling your skin up no matter what you do. And the reason why I put both on, the first one is actually for, I have really bad eczema on my face at times, so that one is more so for my eczema. And then the second one is just an overall moisturizer for my skin, just before I put any type of makeup on. I just rather moisturize my face so I don't feel no type of dryness, and I don't want my face to be peeling and looking like, girl, what you got going on? So you just put it all over. And then this is an e.l.f. pencil that I actually bought from CVS. It was $5. It was a medium brown. They have a dark brown, but the dark brown was too dark, so I bought the medium brown one. So basically my eyebrows are pretty much already shaped. I shape them with a razor. I don't go get them done because I just feel like I do mine to my liking, so therefore I just do them myself. So you just fill in. I always start from kind of where the arch is, only because it's just easier. I rather start with the arch and then go to the front, because the front is more tedious, only because you don't want to fill it in too dark, you don't want to make it too light, you just want to get it right. So start from the end and then use your spoolie to always shape up any pieces that look like they're out of order or out of place. And then you just go to your second eyebrow and you do the same thing to the other one. Now, of course, everybody has two different eyebrows. I know I got two different eyebrows. My right eyebrow is like always fleeked to the guys, and then the other eyebrow is just always like, what are you doing? But it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to have twins. You can have sisters. There's no law against that. I mean, I always try to get them as close as possible, but I don't know. I just do them to my liking. I like my eyebrows the way I like my eyebrows. So you literally just fill them in. And always remember, when you do the front of your eyebrow, you always do it lightly, because you really don't want that harsh, like, bold eyebrow. Like, you want it to be bold around the arch area if you really want to show people, like, if you want your arch to stick out. But if you really just want it to be really settled, then just do it very lightly. Just do brush strokes, literally. Like, as you saw on my first eyebrow, I just did strokes in the front. I didn't even like shade in that much. I literally just went up with the brush, and it did exactly what I needed to do. So now you're going to take an angled brush, and I use this type of concealer. You get it out your local beauty supply store. I think it's like $2.99. I don't know if it went up or down, but that's what I'm paying. So basically, I always start when I put my concealer on around the arch area, just because it just gives me more leeway that it's already outlined for me. It's just easier for me to start there versus the front. I feel like my hand is going to be a little shaky, I'm nervous, so I always start with the arch because it's just easier to see. It's already sculpted out. And then I proceed to the front. And always bring your concealer out. Like, once you do it, just kind of brush it down so that it doesn't dry with a harsh line. It's kind of like you brought the excess concealer down, and then you just blend it out. So now you see me doing the top. Now, a lot of people, they do the top with a similar color to their complexion, but if you want to do it with a light concealer, then it's fine. I don't see nothing wrong with it. You just got to make sure that you blend it out. If you do a light concealer, just blend it out as much as possible. So as you see, I'm just basically outlining the eyebrow that I just did. Then you just kind of brush. Just always blend everything out. That's the safest bet. Just blend everything. So now I do the same exact thing to my other eyebrow. It's the same exact procedure.
Do me a favor, pick me up, take me out later. Don't worry about no paper, 'cause I got mine stacked up for nights like this. My life can get crazy, I deal with shit on the daily. But baby, I'm thinking maybe
So at this point, I'm pretty much finished with my eyebrows. So now I just take the concealer and go over my eyelids so that my eyeshadow will stick better. So you just go ahead, just blend that out. Just use the brush that you just used to conceal with, or you can use your finger, whichever one works better for you. I would say use your finger. It just blends better to me, in my opinion. So basically, just start blending everything together. You can get that. Some people leave the line underneath the eyebrows. I mean, it's just up to your liking. I leave a slight line, and sometimes I don't. But basically, just, blend everything out. Then, of course, you get your eyeshadow palette. Start to apply your eyeshadow. I just did a neutral color because it's just like an everyday wear. So it's more like, it was like an orangey brown type look or whatever. So you literally just put it on and just apply to your eyelid. Like when you look down, you can see like how far your eyelid creases and whatnot. So you just put it on according to that. Just dab, dab, dab.
So we can stay straighter, just do us and try to get.
So I came back. I didn't show y'all how I put my eyelashes on because honestly I'm not the best person to put eyelashes on. It takes me forever and a year. But now I'm just gonna apply my orange concealer. Now the only thing about orange concealer, which I've learned over using it so many times, is if you do not blend it, you will look orange. You will look orange in anything. And the key to having a flawless finish is always going to be blend everything out. So I just put my orange concealer all over my dark marks or whatever. And I have a birthmark on one side of my face. So if you're wondering why my face is like half dark, half light, or the dark, y'all probably saying the dark circles. No, it's a whole birthmark. So there's no getting rid of it. That's just there to stay. So basically, I'm just applying my makeup over it. I use a sponge because it's the closest thing to a finger, and I feel like when you use your finger for makeup, it blends better. So I use a sponge because it's more so, it will absorb into the sponge. So it left a little light, but that's just how I like them. I don't like them to be like, oh my god. I just want them kind of settled to my face because it's just really a natural little daily face that I want to wear. So at this point, you could get extra, or you could leave your face how it was before, but you could put your concealer on underneath your eyes for your highlight time, you guys. Go down your nose, then you do the top of your lip. And you can put as much as you need to. It's really your face, like, it's to your liking. And now you just take a sponge and blend it out. And yes, I use a sponge for everything. I don't use anything else. I don't use a brush because really brushes, I feel like they really brush off the makeup that's already there or being applied. So I use a sponge. Basically just apply that. Alright, so once everything is blended out, you will take your powder. Now this is Topaz, and I really forgot the name, but it will be in my detail section of the video, so you could just look at it then. So I just basically pour some out, put my sponge in it, and just apply it to my face. And this is the powder. It's just setting my highlight because I don't want it to just look like it's not finished. So just apply to where you put your concealer at for your highlight. And you're gonna let it sit, of course. Everybody knows the baking process. You gotta let your face bake. I feel like everybody should know that part. Even if you're not into makeup, or even if you are, like, everybody knows you gotta bake. So in this part, you see that I still got a little baking on one side of my face because I messed around and forgot and touched my face, and I had like a little splotch, so I just had to do my concealer over it and basically bake that side again. So that's definitely not part of the procedure, but if you do have a mess up, just re-conceal over it and then just bake again. It's not gonna hurt you at all. So now I'm gonna show you how I did my hairstyle. So basically I'm using Yummy Extensions hair. It's curly hair. The natural curl is really beautiful. I have deep curl. I have 3 bundles and then a silk base closure. So as you see, I'm using the orange rods. I just wanted a different look. I didn't really want it long. I kind of wanted it a little bit shorter because I got a 18, 20, and 22 inch. So you already know that's like down my back. So I just basically rolled it with my rods. And now I'm just going to take them out. I set them in the dryer for probably about 15 minutes. And that night I let it air dry because I just was being so lazy to send it in the dryer. So now I'm just going to use Patrick Bradley Star Studded Spray. It's basically like a mist. You know, if you take apart any type of curls, always put an oil on your hand so you don't fuzz out the curl that much. So as you see, I'm just going through and just pulling it where it separates. I don't want to fuzz them. So basically where you feel that separation in the curl, that's where you want to separate. You shouldn't have to fight the curl. It should kind of just, like when you pull it, you see the separation in the curl. So you just go all the way around the head and just separate.
Do me a favor, pick me up, take me out later. Don't worry about no paper, 'cause I got mine stacked up for nights like this. My life can get crazy, I deal with shit on the daily. But baby, I'm thinking maybe we could agree to work it out like this. I need you to give me your time. I need you to not wanna be mine.
So y'all, my brother just told me I was fleeked. He said he liked my hair. About like this, and I did it in a circular motion. Let me see if you got one. I did it in the sense of holding it like this and going around this way, because if you go this way and go up, you're gonna end up knotting up the roots. Like you're gonna have like a twirl at the top, and I didn't want the twirl. I wanted the flat to be. I wanted the top to be as flat. So then just went into a curl. So I started my wrap from the top and wrapped it down like this. Did this, pinned it, and I went to sleep. I didn't even dry it. I let it air dry. I did this like 2 o'clock in the morning, because that's when I got off of work. So I went to sleep, sat in the dryer this morning for about probably 20 minutes, and I took them out, and they wasn't damp, but they wasn't really dry, but they were dry enough to a point where it held the curl. So, you know, you don't have to like dry them all the way out. Like, you know, you could wear it just like this and be fine. But I really love this look. It's very easy. It took me to ride it. It probably took me about 15 minutes because I really just did them in big chunks. As you saw before I took them out, they wasn't little itty bitty chunks. They were big chunks. And even though it's a lot of hair, the hair all still, you know, managed to hold the curl because it's okay hair. Like, this is the fun. Y'all, I remember loving this. Like, this is gonna be my go-to hairstyle, like for anything. Like, anytime I go somewhere and I'm just like, I wanna be so cute, I'm gonna be like, okay, I gotta put my, and yeah, I didn't tell y'all, this is like, it's a wig. It's not even sewn down or nothing. It's a wig. Yeah. Y'all, when I tell you wigs is so convenient because I could just rip this baby off at night and put it on in the morning. And if I feel like I want it secure, I can sew it down. If I want to, cut the thread, take it off, sew it down again. It's so much easier than getting a sew-in to me, because I like to take it off. I like to feel my scalp. I like to groove my scalp. I like to feel my head. So y'all go get this hair, Yummy Extensions. I got 18, 20, 22. Yeah, I think that's what I said. And a silk base closure, so 3 bundles in a closure.
I can't say